And you know when you get the averages back first and then you don't get your grade back and you're like, was I okay, or was I on the really bad side of the spectrum where I didn't do so okay? Hi everyone, welcome back to aDashofMo, and today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video, and I will be giving y'all my week 22 medical school update. So starting off with the questions, or before I get into the questions, I just wanted to apologize that a video wasn't out on Monday. I felt really bad about my anatomy exam. It was the first exam of the semester. I really didn't want to screw it up in any way. And the average for the written part of the anatomy exam and the lab practical was 80 and 83 respectively. And you know when you get the averages back first and then you don't get your grade back and you're like, was I okay, or was I on the really bad side of the spectrum where I didn't do so okay? So I was worried about that because the average was pretty high, especially for a head and neck test, and I was really worried. Our professor said grades were supposed to be out by Tuesday evening, and I really wanted to record a video then. They weren't out by then. And then they said that they would upload them sometime today, so today is Wednesday, and they uploaded them around 4 p.m. And that's when I had a huge sigh of relief because I did in fact pass my first anatomy exam, but not just my first anatomy exam, but my first exam of the semester. So it really helps me to have a huge burden off my shoulders, and then it helped me to start off the semester in a really positive way, and this will hopefully be good for my upcoming 2 exams that are coming up in the next 2 weeks. So I have an exam next Monday, then I have another exam the Monday after that. On to the questions. So the first one is, thanks for the videos as always. I can't believe it's been 21 weeks already. I know, right? Crazy. Anyway, on to some question. What month did you submit your application? I'm taking the MCATs in July. I'll have everything else submitted but the scores, so my application won't get released until mid-August. Do you feel this is really late? Also, do you feel that your undergrad biochem class prepared you for med school biochem, or is the workload so much more it didn't make too much of a difference? Thanks. What month did I submit my application? So it depends. There are 2 types of applications. There's primary and there's secondary. So my primaries went out around, I think I had them out by September, October-ish, and then if anything, I think late November, something like that. And then secondaries, I didn't finish those until winter break, so I would say I finished all my secondaries in January. So yeah, I finished those during winter break. Yeah, so that was my timeline, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think that this is late, because you can definitely submit your application and your MCAT scores will come later. So sometimes, I believe some applications, they let you send it without your MCAT score because you haven't taken your MCAT yet. So just go ahead, submit it, fill out everything, fill out all the information you need, and then just wait on those MCAT scores. And I'm sure you did fine. And also, or I'm sure you're going to do fine, I'm sorry. And then I do feel that my undergrad biochem class did prepare me for some of the material in med school biochem. Of course, it's not going to be the same thing, but it did give me a good foundation of biochem. The workload wasn't too bad. I found that I really liked biochem, and so I don't think it was too much work in my perspective, but everyone is different. So let me know how that works out for you, and please let me know how applications turn out for you. Next question is, thank you for your question. The next one is, which specialties do you find interesting? Obviously, nothing is set in stone at this point. I would like to know which specialty you could see yourself in. Love your vlogs. I will try pre-reading before breakfast next week. It sounds like a great idea. Kind regards. And good luck to you, Gloria, because you're also a med student. And right now, the specialties I find interesting, definitely pediatrics. And I am looking to go into neonatology or dermatology, so we shall see. And thank you so much for your kind words, and I really hope medical school is going well for you, and I wonder what specialties you're interested in, so let me know if you're watching this video what they are in a comment below. The last question is, do you have any advice about how to stay motivated? I'm a pre-med but really don't believe in myself and have a lot of self-doubt even though I get really good marks. You inspire me so much. Thank you and good luck. Thank you so much for your comment. That really touched me. All your comments touched my heart, and I really love how my channel is, I hope, somewhat helping y'all to find more confidence in yourself and to help y'all realize that you don't have to have perfect grades. You don't have to have the perfect resume in any way. You don't have to be perfect, basically, is what I'm saying, to get into medical school, okay? So with that being said, please do not doubt yourself. I doubt myself all the time. A lot of people find me optimistic, but sometimes I say really negative things about myself and it's not good. So don't say negative things about yourself. Really believe in yourself. And I mean, if other people can do it out there, you can do it. It's not impossible. You just have to believe in yourself and you have to think positive. And of course, that's easier said than done because I have to live out, or I'm trying to live out the positive words that I say. And advice about staying motivated, I definitely have friends, my boyfriend, my family. They encourage me so much and they really support me. So I would suggest to you find an awesome support system. I mean, even me, if you want to think of me as part of your support system, I totally believe in each and every one of you that is watching this. And I mean, you can definitely do it. Just think positive. I know it's very hard at many times in your life to think that, but just do it. Know that you'll get through it, and know that these hardships or whenever you have doubts in yourself, just know that you have to get through the hard things to get to a bigger picture that is much bigger than yourself, and that just reach for your goals and dreams and don't let anything get in the way of that. So thank you so much for all your questions. They were awesome. So getting into my update, week 22. So it was intense. We did not have any school on Monday due to Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. And then I got 2 free lunches on Tuesday, which was awesome. And I got a 2-hour lunch that day, so it was cool. I was in school from like 8 to 12-ish, picked up my lunches, went home, and then I had to be at school back again by 2. Then I was at school from like 2 to 4-ish, and I was studying some OP&P with my classmate. And then on Wednesday, and so last week we didn't start classes, so Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of last week, classes were started at 9 instead of 8 for us, so it's been awesome. We've been getting that extra hour of sleep in. Yes, it's been really great. So Wednesday, I only had class from 9 to 12, only 3 hours of lecture. It was so great. And then on Thursday, I had lecture from 9 to 12, and then we had a lunch break, and then we had lab. So it was our last lab before our test, and that was until 3 p.m. Went home. There was an osteology review around 6, so I went to that, and then I was just studying throughout the week for anatomy, just really worried about it. And then Friday only had lecture for another just 3 hours. It was just, oh, I love these 3-hour lecture days. They're just great, so great. And studied anatomy after that. The weekend consisted of just studying, and then honestly I only went into the anatomy lab once, and that kind of scared me. I mean, I did a lot of studying online. There are so many sources that you can find online where you can look at pictures of practical questions for anatomy lab exams, and then you can just study from that. And I really felt that I only needed to go in the lab once, but it worked out, thank goodness, so I'm glad it did. But yeah, but that was my week 22 medical school update, along with part of this week, because I told y'all I was just so nervous, and I'm so sorry for that. Just I was so worried. It was stressing me out. But thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. I would really encourage y'all to share my channel with a fellow pre-med or medical student. If y'all need any advice on anything, or if you have any advice to give me, just let me know. And I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so that is so exciting. I'm just so excited about all of this, about all your support coming from y'all, all your wonderful questions. It's just awesome. And y'all really helped me to keep me going in medical school, so I really thank y'all. And with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and then make sure to leave a comment below for next week's Q&A video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future videos, and don't forget to follow me on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Snapchat at aDashofMo. And make sure to turn on the notifications so that you won't miss anything that I post, so that you'll know everything that's going on with me, or at least I try to. And I love y'all so much, and thank y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!